Todd Ellis, Emmanuel Clement then on pole position. The Christies alongside. They have already locked horns in world competition, where Ellis is defending his title in that championship as well. The lights in the top left of your screen. The lights are on. The lights are out. Ellis then, away he goes. George Holden looking for a gap through the middle. George Holden and Oscar Lawrence. Sam and Tom Christie have got the drop though. They're going to get the whole shot. Will Ellis sweep round the outside? This is what he did yesterday afternoon. Lewis Blackstock and Paddy Rosny go into third. Jed, welcome first of all. What a cracking start. And Ellis, he's on a mission, isn't he?
He is indeed. He was absolutely superb yesterday, Barry. I mean, he really just absolutely ran away with it. A new record to boot with it. Obviously, the track resurfacing playing a big part in that too.
Well, that record coming here was 136.309, Ben and Tom Birchall, but as Jed said, the track has been resurfaced, and yesterday they got fractionally over 135, which was sensational. What a time that was. Ellis away then, up the rise towards Coppice, Blackstock and Rosny, Holden, Lawrence, the number 93 crew. Then we've got Lee Crawford and Jake Lowther, tucked in behind the yellow helmet of Jake Lowther. Then it's Craig Curry and Justin Sharp ducking out on the Honda. No, it's Crawford through on the Kawasaki underneath George Holden. Good move.
Very good move indeed, Barry. That was absolutely superb. Very clean as well, very clean.
He's a good rider, Lee Crawford, a big man, must be 6'4", 6'5", but he levers himself into that outfit, gets himself tucked down. Number 42, Craig Curry and Justin Sharp, having a look now, coming out of the inside, the slipstream into Goddard's. On George Holden, Simon Robinson, 19 there. There, Phil and Carl Bell, the number 18 crew at the back. Behind them, it's Craig Clark, Peter Enser. Here's Craig Curry, means business here, doesn't he? Here he goes on the Honda. 42, Craig Curry. Last year teamed up with Ben and Tom Birchall, but is very much running his own outfit and paddling his own canoe. This year, a very talented man, let's face it, already a Clio Cup winner, a saloon car racer on three wheels. He's just as good.
Quite, Barry, quite. I'd also just like to point out, Barry, that Andy Peaches had an absolute blinder of a start off the back of the grid. He's jumped up 5 places there.
Good point. Andy then currently showing in 13th place. He and Ken Edwards behind the Clark outfit, and we can see the goal. There's a bit of waving going on there. I'm not sure what that was all about. That looks like George Holden's race is over. Yeah, Oscar Lawrence, leg in the air. Bad day for them. They've had engine problems with the Kawasaki 636. They put the 600 in. It looks like it's game over for that one as well. There goes Andy Peach. So yeah, you're right. It's a good ride there. There, Bell. There, the other Hannafin outfit of Rupert Archer. The Team Hannafin 34. Sam and Tom Christie in second place. Now they are 1.3 seconds last time over the line. Blackstock and Rosny, brand new chassis, getting the hang of it, and they are holding on to third with Lee Crawford and Jake Lowther climbing all over the back of them. The number 7, the yellow and black outfit, veteran Brian Gray. He just keeps on rolling. Simon Robinson and Mick Fairhurst not happy with that, thought they gave him a kiss.
I think so, Barry. That was. I thought it was going to be a very clean move there, but I think Simon forced the issue ever such a slight bit. Looks like Brian's maybe got a little bit of contact and damage there to the wheel arch. Potentially just a lock-up, though.
Bit of puff of smoke from the tyres. There's Robinson, 19, with Rupert Archer, desperate to get back on terms, because Rupert Archer, fastest lap, 135.6. So Ellis Clement, new lap record yesterday, of course, 135.050. And that new tarmac, obviously very, very grippy. Well, in actual fact, they did that 135.050 in qualifying, Jet. That was the fast one. So technically, it doesn't stand.
Does it stand?
Not in
Does it
qualifying.
stand? Do we have race records and lap records being two separate things?
We do. We do. When it comes to qualifying, it has to be set in the race. Phil Bell, Carl Bell, Rupert Archer, and Adam Christie. Ellis Clement, 135.3. They are on it. Brian Gray and his French passenger doing a good job. He's bought one of the new ride outfits, the chassis, but it's not quite ready, so he's still on the LCR. Brian Gray, motorcycle dealer from High Wycombe. And still they're fighting through. We're on lap 4 of 10 in the sunshine here. Another race to come tomorrow. But Ellis and Clement currently lying 3rd in the world after one round of defending their title. They are certainly doing a good job of defending their British title here, with Maximum from Alton Park and Maximum yesterday, and on target with a 2.293 second lead for a Maximum here over the Christies. But don't discount Sam and Tom Christie. They are really going well this year.
They are indeed. I'd also just like to give a little shout out yesterday, Barry. I was down watching through Craner Curves in our Friday race, and Clement Corneille, and who's passenger to Brian Gray, and Ferry Seegers, passenger to Rob Biggs, looked very, very smooth. And I believe it's both their first time here as well.
Well, yeah, they will be seeing Donington for the first time, I'm sure. But yeah, very smooth, but they're world-class passengers, and that's what you need. It's so important to have a good passenger. A quick shout out for Martin Kirk, number 58, who's an absentee due to his mother being taken ill. In fact, she had a stroke. So, Martin, the very best wishes to your mum. Hope she recovers quickly and you get back in action, but our thoughts are with her. Rupert Archer and Adam Christie, Team Hannafin, and that is an Adolf RS chassis, not an LCR, so different set of wheels, but still powered by Yamaha. Simon Robinson then, still there, behind Rupert Archer in 9th place, Bell behind him, and that's where the battle is for the Cup Championship, just as at the top of this race. The first 3 outfits are GP class. Crawford doing yet again another admirable job on a Cup class outfit.
He was truly superb yesterday, Barry. He absolutely ran away with it, and he really did have a fantastic battle with Lewis Blackstock and Paddy Rosny yesterday. It was a nail-biter throughout.
Crawford finished 3rd yesterday, and we credit them with their positions and the trophies, but they score points in their respective classes. Rupert Archer then, number 70. Where is he going to make a move on Brian Gray? You just feel it's coming. Brian Gray making himself very wide and blocking every move, but Rupert now senses there's a move on here, and it could well be down the end of the straight as they go into Redgate if Rupert can get on the back of the number 7 outfit, with Simon Robinson waiting to pick up the pieces should they have a moment together. Todd Ellis then, now 3.5 seconds clear. He and Emmanuel Clement. Impeccable ride for them. And they have pledged to come all the way through this British Championship, provided there are no date clashes. And I do think there's certainly one with World Championship, possibly 2. But another fine ride for them. The Christie brothers fastest lap 135.675, so they're in the 35. 135.080, 3/100ths of a second slower than they did yesterday. That is not too shabby. Here comes Craig Curry in 5th place, and Justin Sharp and Rob Biggs and Ferry Seegers on the Santander Salt Express Tyre Services Yamaha. Nice colour schemes, very easy to pick out. Identical, pretty much identical times between Curry and Biggs. Here goes Rupert Archer. No, Simon Robinson's come up to play now. He's going to return the compliment. He's going to have a look at this and see if he can get in touch with Brian Gray and have a lunge up the inside. Here goes Rupert. Rupert's on it, on the brakes. Yes. Nowhere for Brian Gray to go. Rupert Archer, wheel over the curb, but they're close now. Simon Robinson could well capitalise here. Phil Bell is coming. Craig Clark at back. Here we go then. Rupert Archer, no. Brian Gray, he's got a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience, and a canny old boy for sure.
I think Brian actually wrote the book on defensive driving and riding, Barry. He's been around for absolutely ever.
Well, he's got them backing up here, that's for sure. He definitely has them backing up here, and now that's it. Look at this. Simon Robinson through on Rupert Archer. Phil Bell wants a bit of the action as well, the number 18 crew. So Phil and Carl Bell, desperate to have a go at that. What a great 5 outfit scrap we've got here with Brian Gray, motorcycle dealer, veteran motorcycle dealer from High Wycombe, at the front of this queue. Clement Cornel, his French passenger, having a lovely ride here. Here comes Simon Robinson, down into the Fogarty S's, flicking it left, flicking it right. They're allowed to go over the green stuff, provided the entire machine is not on the green. A couple of wheels don't. Here comes Rupert Archer. Rupert Archer having a look. Simon Robinson is not strong down there, is he?
He's not. But Rupert certainly looks like every lap like he wants to make a move into there. And but I think Simon Robinson and Mick Fairhurst maybe have a little bit of revenge on their minds for the move from Brian earlier.
No, I don't believe it. In Sidecar races, absolutely no. Mick Bell. So here comes Rupert now. Rupert having another go, and look over the shoulder. Sideways from Simon Robinson. Through goes Rupert Archer to regain the place. Oh, a little bit of a threatening bit move there from Simon Robinson. But he is the man leading the Cup Championship. He does not want to throw it away, but he's racing tooth and nail with a GP class outfit, the number 17. Cup class outfits slightly heavier, they're not allowed magnesium wheels and a few other refinements. But still Brian Gray holding off this battle. A convoy behind him. But what a ride from him. We're on lap 8 of 10. Over the line next time they will start their penultimate lap.
Just to digress briefly, we've unfortunately lost Gordon Pottinger into the pits as a retirement with the passenger Dave Dodds there as well on this lap, Barry.
Well, they joined us up from Hemel Hempstead, Gordon Pottinger and David Dodds. They were down to ride at Alton Park. Didn't actually make it to Alton Park, but they're here. That is great. Brian Gray leading this convoy, and there Rupert again has got Simon Robinson for company. Up they come. Fantastic battle this is. Well, you just don't know which way it's going to go, do you?
Not a clue at this rate. I could see Craig Clark and Pete Enser at the back there, the 5th outfit coming out on top of all 4 of these.
8 laps done. There's Robinson again. Robinson with Phil Bell having a look at him. Phil Bell and Craig Clark and Pete Enser right there. The 2 in front have broken away. Rupert Archer and Brian Gray. A pair of 6-wheelers we've got here. A 2 and a 2, and 1 at the back, Craig Clark. But now Robinson's back in it. Simon Robinson, Mick Fairhurst, the number 19 crew with the yellow stripe, having a look. They are desperate to return the compliment on Rupert Archer. You can just see it, can't you? They want it so badly, and we are on the penultimate lap now with Brian Gray leading this convoy. Todd Ellis 4.1 seconds clear at the front over the Christies, Blackstock and Lee Crawford and Jake Lowther still in 4th place. Just look at it. How busy do you want it? Through goes Rupert. Rupert Archer. Brilliant. Adam Christie then moving 1 place up. So that puts Rupert Archer into 7th place. Oh, Simon Robinson. Dear me, Brian Gray, I think, he's not giving up either. What a fantastic battle. Jed Bilmore Brady is holding his mouth here. He cannot believe what he's just seen.
I think we got away with that quite lightly there, Barry, from Simon Robinson. I thought that was going to get a little bit too much, perhaps, there.
Well, let's have a look at it. Simon Robinson on the inside. They were nearly 3 abreast, but he just rumbled over the curb, made his way through, and made the move on Brian Gray. Race leader. On the final lap, Todd Ellis, Emmanuel Clement. Round the Melbourne hairpin for one last time. Over the brow of the hill. And down they come towards Goddard's on the final lap here at Donington Park, with a checkered flag ahead of them. Checkered flag for Ellis Clement. The record is unbeaten. Another maximum for them, and they have to do it all again tomorrow. They're Todd Ellis's mother, wildly enthusiastic on the pit wall. Blackstock and Rosley in 3rd. That is fantastic. Over they come, and waiting for Lee Crawford. What's happened to Lee Crawford? How far back is he?
I think we might have lost him,
I think so. That was Charlie Moss, a back marker. No sign of Lee Crawford. Oh dear me, that is an absolute nightmare. So is it Craig Curry going to claim it? Yes, it is. It's Craig Curry from Rob Biggs in 5th. Crawford has gone. What a catastrophe for Lee Crawford, who fought so hard all race long, and just like Alton Park, he gets a DNF. You would not believe it, would you? Here comes that battle. Archer, Robinson, Craig Clark, Brian Gray. Well, fantastic. He had his money's worth, didn't he? And behind Brian Gray, Phil Bell and Carl Bell. They're Paul and Tom Kirby, the number 27 coming over. They're very much in the hunt behind Andy Peach. Andy Peach, Ken Edwards, 11th place. Kirby, 12th. And the Has-Beens boys, Hawkswell and Derek Taylor. I call them Has-Beens, not disrespectful. That's their slogan, Has-Beens. They said give me a shout out. Well, I've beens and gone and done it. There it is then, victory for Ellis Clement. 1:35.080, 3/100ths of a second off yesterday's pace. But that doesn't matter. It's still a lot quicker than the old lap record of 1:36.3. So they march on again. All they have to do is do it all again tomorrow. And would you bet against them? I, for one, wouldn't. Jed, what about that? A good fight again by the Christie boys.
It was. They've done really well. Last weekend, obviously, they were at the World Championships in Sachsenring, brought home a rostrum themselves. They've really stepped up this year. Absolutely. They're certainly impressing me, Barry. They've always been good, but they've really brought it to a new level this season, I believe.
Well, let's have a look then. Confirmation of that. And it was 4.6 from the Christies. Blackstock and Rosley, they will be pleased with that because they're getting closer to the front. Curry, Craig Curry, just in shot, what can I say? Well done, boys. Biggs, Sagers, Archer and Christie. What a battle that was. Archer, Robertson, Clark and Gray and Bell, all 5 of them for lap after lap after lap. All cup runners, with the exception of Rupert Archer, who was in the GP class. So he, rightly in my book, took victory from that particular battle. Good race.
It was indeed, Barry. Absolutely brilliant.